Sorry.
So in the last class we saw the basic architecture of Matplotlib, right? That it has three layers. The bottom layer is the backend layer, then we have the artist layer, and then we have the scripting layer. And as a user, we mostly interact with the scripting layer and sometimes with the artist layer, right? So we saw how to draw very basic plots in Matplotlib. Say for example, just a dot or maybe a line like this. And then we saw how to create scatter plots in our Matplotlib. Okay, and we saw some of the parameters that we could vary, like colors and all of the plots. Okay, now today we are going to start from line plots. Okay, so now let's start quickly with line plots. So the first step you have to do is like import numpy as np, and here I will be creating two kind of plots. One is a linear plot and one is an exponential plot, which is not exponential exactly, just a square of linear. Means one is y is equal to x, other is y is equal to x square, let's say, right? So now what we can do is we can create linear data as np.array 1 to 8. So I have created 8 points starting from 1. Then the exponential data is simply the square of it. It will be 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 and so on.
Okay.
And then I will be doing plt.figure that creates the outside figure, and plt.plot, see this, linear data and exponential data. Now linear data will be plotted with a dash and a orange, and same with exponential data also. Not orange, sorry, circle. Now let's see this. PLT is not defined, so I need to import it. Just give me a moment. आप करो इसको. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Let's do this quickly. So I've not got a plot here. The reason is I have not done percentage matplotlib notebook. And now I'll get two plots like this. So that's a linear data and that's a exponential data. So now the y-axis have been automatically adjusted as per this exponential data. So that's why the linear line looks very low. Let's look at the syntax quickly again. So it's very simple, plt.plot, and then I will pass the linear series provided by the markers. So it should be dash and a circle. If I just pass a circle, what will happen? It will be a scatter plot, not a line. See this, now it's a scatter plot, right? So I need to pass a this.
ये हिमांशु,
Yeah, go ahead.
तो ये पीएलटी डॉट प्लॉट का वो जो आर्गुमेंट्स है वो थोड़ा सा बताइए, क्या माइनस हो कैसे क्या है?
इसमें क्या होता है, पीएलटी डॉट प्लॉट ऑलमोस्ट काफी सारे आर्ग्यूमेंट्स लेता है.
हम्म.
Okay, and it's here I am passing the linear data, that is my numpy array which I want to plot.
ओके.
Okay, and minus o means I want a line, means o means ye markers like these circles. If I
Okay.
make it plus, it will make plus sign,
ओके.
and I want to get join them with the lines, dashed lines.
हम्म.
Okay, comma the other series exponential data means one more numpy array should also plot in the same plot because plt dot figure is 1. So I created one figure in which I am plotting two graphs. One is linear data, one is exponential data. Now this is minus
Okay.
o. Okay, now see this. So this is like this, and this one has become plus.
ओके.
Okay, yeah.
हम्म.
Do this quickly. Sorry. Here done. Pranali,
Yes.
Samir. Okay. Now within the same plot, I want to do this. PLT dot plot. One more series. 22, 44, 55, and it should be dash dash r. It will be red line, and it will be dots only, no circles over here. See this now. This graph is also created within the same figure. If you want a new figure, you have to do plt dot figure again. But I wanted to make it in the same, that's why I plotted like this. Okay. Now I want to give some x label and y label. So plt dot x labels will give some data, y label some other data. Plt dot title is a title. Do this quickly till here. Now in plt.legend take labels of the data. Since we not passed any labels earlier, you have to pass here the labels, which is baseline, competition, and us. So this will be taken as baseline, this is competition, and these are us. So now see this. You will find this baseline, competition, and us. समीर आपके कीबोर्ड का बहुत आवाज आता है, थोड़ा धीरे।
Okay.
ये माइक की वॉल्यूम कम कर लो, म्यूट करने की जरूरत नहीं है जैसा। Okay, now let's do one more thing. Now I want to fill the area between these linear and exponential data. This region I want to fill. Okay. So now for this I have to access the artist layer because I don't have any function in the PLT to do this. So now what we'll do is I will get the GCA first. इसको दो स्टेप में करते हैं so that it's easy to understand. First of all, I will extract the access from like this ax equal plt.gs GCA, and now ax.fill underscore between. Now let's look at the argument this it takes, fill underscore between. See this, it will take x, y1, y2, where interpolate all these things. Okay. So what is the x and what is the minimum and the maximum y? So my x is from range of linear data, that is from 0 to 7. Okay. Y1 is linear data and y2 is exponential data. Means I want to be between these two only. So that's my lower cap and that's my upper cap. Okay. Then we have face color, that is blue. Alpha is 0.25. Alpha means the transparency. If I make it 1, it will become more darker. See this, now it's more dark now. So I want to keep it a bit transparent, so I will do what? I will make it. Where is that? .25. Now already ये तो मुझे plot फिर से करना पड़ेगा to redo this. I'll execute this again. Now I have a blank plot. Then I can add this red line. Then I have this baseline, competition and us. And then I have this data. If you don't want to see any outcome over here for a plot, what you can do with the last, after the last statement, just pass a semicolon and now execute it. You won't find any out statement then. जैसे यहाँ पे ये लिखा हुआ है ना, if I pass a semicolon, I won't get anything. It's like SQL. I'll just pass after this and see this. Finish till 22 and let me know.
Hello, Himanshu.
Hello.
Done.
Yeah, hi, Akshay.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I just now I logged in. I could not see the message morning in the group.
Okay.
So we started with machine learning, yeah?
No, Matplotlib only.
Matplotlib, okay.
Yeah, we'll finish it today. Yeah. Yes, Pranali done. Okay. Now let's try working with dates now. Okay. Now so far in my X it was just I was just using the range of values, that is 0 to 7, right, on my X. Now I want to use dates instead of the 0 to 7. So now first create dates using np.arrange. So np.arrange can also create dates provided you pass date time as this, d type as this, date time 64 and d. D means that it change every days. If I pass H, it will change every hour. So I will have 24 values created within one day, and then second day and third day. But I want the granularity to be days. So that's why I'm doing it like this. Then plt.plot x value observation dates, y value, and again x value and again y value, and with this is the plot type. And now if I do this, I get it like this. But still you will find dates in this format, not that proper date format, right? Do this and then we'll see how we can correct them to get proper dates.
So what does date time 64 does?
I want to create date, right? These are just not normal strings. I want a date string. So the data type for it is date time 64 bit. Okay, and this D means that I from 1/1/2017 to 9/1/2017 I want to change every day. Per
Means
day.
it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9.
Exactly. अगर मैं यहाँ पे hours कर देता तो एक दिन में 24 hours होते, फिर second day 24 hours and so on. Right?
Okay.
See this.
So what else parameters are there?
You can use H. Oops. क्या हो गया इसको? Now see this. Let me just comment it out. ये देखो, इसको भी कमेंट करते हैं. एच है कि इसका देखना पड़ेगा कि एच आ रहा है. यस, स्मॉल एच होएगा तो ये पूरा ऐसे आ जाएगा अब आपका.
That is a number of hours.
Yes, means within one date I will have 24 values.
Yes.
Then 24 into
9.
The number of days.
Right, exactly.
9 days.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can have days, we can have hours,
Second also, minutes also.
minutes and seconds.
And then year, months also.
Year, months. Okay, when suppose let's say I want to find out a monthly graph, then I have to pass dates of 2 years.
Yeah, see this. Let's say 9/19, right? Let me see if MOK is allowed.
I think it will be capital M. नहीं, छोटा ही काम कर रहा है.
ये नहीं कर रहा है काम. ये क्या कर रहा है? कर दिया क्या?
बड़ा M करेगा.
नहीं, 1 है, फिर उसके बाद नहीं, मिनट हो गया. सॉरी, मिनट हो गया. यस.
Capital M should be there.
Yes, now it's correct.
Okay.
So that 64 is for machine bit.
Yes.
32-bit machine 32.
No, it's not like that. It's like data type क्या है उसका? Like int 64, int 32 होता है ना?
अच्छा.
Means what is the range of values that it can take?
Okay, okay, okay.
Himanshu,
Let's yes.
why I'm getting this module numpy has no attribute range?
np.arrange दो बार तो पास नहीं
Hmm.
करे ना आप.
नहीं नहीं नहीं. Oh, just 1 minute. Yes, yes. Sorry, sorry.
No issues. Why is not plotting it? Okay, there is error here. X and Y must have the same dimension but have shapes. Okay. Uh-huh. अब तो ठीक है. I have इसको डे कर दिया है. Linear data is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Why am I getting an error now? And it's not changing values also. Oh, sorry. It's still, yes. Now it will show. So still I have created date, but here it's not showing date. It will show like this only. So there's a problem with Matplotlib. So what I will do now, I will use pandas to do this. Now again do the same thing, repeat the same thing, create a numpy array called observation dates with the same data type. And then I'll use map function to use a function pd to date time on observation dates. And then I will plot this.
Sir, scroll your screen. I want to show see the upper.
Wait a second. Yes.
Observation. Linear data. Observation dates, linear data. Again, we have passed observation dates. Why?
Yes. X, Y marker, X, Y marker. Here we have two plots.
And so where that dates are?
Sorry.
Dates are shown where?
Here on the x-axis.
As so, वो कैसे दिख रही है? 17, 16, 7 means what?
उसने कुछ नहीं. That's yes. So it's not a date format, right? It is convert to some number. वो UTC से मैच UTC से कन्वर्ट करता है वो. UTC 1970 से डेज काउंट किए हैं उसने. Getting it? So I don't want this. I want the proper dates only, right? And which we can read. So for the same thing that we are doing this in the next cell.
Okay.
Okay. So now we have pandas. PLT.figure again we create an observation dates. Okay. This time we convert into a panda PD date to date time function. We apply PD to date time on this observation dates and then we plot it. Okay. And this time this error again. Does not support generators as input. Okay. Okay, it's an iterator, so it will not work like this. We have to use like it's like same way that we used to use map function and lambda. So I have to pass a list out of it. After list it will be a list. So in Python 2 this was allowed, Python 3 this is not allowed. This way should work most probably. Buffer is wrong number, then expected one got 0. Wrong number of dimensions, so I have to see this first. So if I plot like this, I get an error of map. Now in the similarly, just put a list over it. Let me show you this. Everything else is same. If I just use a list on the map function, list all is same, I will get a graph. Because now it's not an iterator, it's a list. Like this. And now we have these overlapped dates.
Sir, please explain it again. Why we have used list function?
Primarily the map output of map is not a list or a series. It's a iterator which you can use for iteration, but you cannot use it for creating a data type. Okay. So that's Python 2 में वो allow करता था, Python 3 में allow नहीं करता है. So now if you use list, now the output is a list which you can easily plot. Okay.
Okay.
So now if you do this, you'll get a graph like this with dates, but which will be overlapping.
So why you are using map function here? The map user use in the lambda, I think, this map and filter.
Same thing is here also. Map can be used. So this is the function and this is the data on which we want to apply. So now PD to datetime will be applied to each and every value of the observation dates.
The first one is the function and second one is the data.
Yes. Yes.
So is there any function where we can change the space between the labels? Between that
Yes,
X
yes,
and Y?
we'll do that. We'll rotate them.
Okay.
Okay. So now so we have one in our artist layer, x-axis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now see this. So first of all, I have to extract that x-axis, which is in plt.gca.x-axis. So now you should know this path should be known. Otherwise, what difficult hota hai.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now once you get the x, now you have to write an iteration on for loop on x dot get tick labels. So within this x, so this x is my artist here, which has two components. Which has one component is get tick labels. So I'm getting it, and now I'm using set rotation 45. So there are a lot of advanced features that you cannot use on through PLT. You have to use through GCA. Means you have to do it from the artist layer, not from the plotting layer.
Artistic level.
See this now,
Okay.
and now it is changed.
Hmm.
Okay. So as such, there can be many more functions in this
Hmm.
GCA. See this. Now in this case, I've done how to find out tick labels. So how come we reached over here? So first of all, what you can do is like you can use plt.gca.x-axis get children. Let me comment this out and this out and this out. Okay. See this now. So in my x-axis, I have these things 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 x ticks. So each is an artist in itself. It's not a one object, it has 7. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 objects. That's why we have to write a for loop. Okay. This is within my x-axis. इससे पहली स्टेप देखनी तो एक्स एक्सिस को यहाँ से हटा दो ये देखो पहले जीसीए पे देखो क्या क्या है so this will give me everything which I have in the plot so I have line 2D 4 spines x axis and y axis now I want to get into further into x axis okay ऑटो कंप्लीट नहीं करता है जिंदगी में so now I have these children now I have to attack on them so how to do get it I will say for now if I use this list this is the list now these are my ticks right get tick labels will give me the labels now I want to rotate each one by 45 degrees so I have to use a for loop now so for item in plt.gca.x-axis.get tick labels and simply I will rotate them by 45 degrees so now I have this do this and let me know
Himanshu, can you just ping me that code above code when we here we import
this one
pandas? No, 38 line maybe 39. Yeah.
yes done Let me know once you're done. Yeah, let me know once you're done quickly. Yes, Samir, Prabhakar.
Just 1 minute.
Sure, sure.
I'm getting some error in my just pinged you chat window. Some ordinal must be greater than equal to 1.
Just a second. Ordinal must be greater than equal to 1. Code ping karo. plt.gca and .xaxis ये आपका x आया है, ठीक है. For item in x dot get underscore labels. कोड तो ठीक लग रहा है आपका. इंडेंटेशन ठीक है ना?
हाँ इंडेंटेशन ठीक है, बस कर दूंगा.
नहीं, कोड तो बिल्कुल ठीक है. एरर नहीं आना चाहिए इसमें. x get tick labels. इससे पहले आपका ये प्लॉट बना हुआ है ना ऐसा, जो प्राइम डेट्स आ चुकी थी ना इसमें, वो 171 वाला. Okay. Okay, now let's. Yes, others. Prabhakar done.
Yeah, done.
Okay. Now if you see, there is a I cannot see it completely, right? I have to adjust this plot. I have to shift it a bit up, or maybe shift this a bit down, right? So what I can do here is I can simply use this plt dot subplots underscore adjust bottom is equal to 0.25. Now let's read the help. See this. Left, bottom, right, top. This is for adjusting the margins. See this now, and you will have more gap now. See this. Yes, Pranali, done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we rotated, we have adjusted the subplot adjust also, right? Now I want to add this labels also. So I can do it from both, either the artist layer or from the plotting layer. Try both the things. Let's start from artist layer. So I can see x dot set underscore x label date, y label is units, and title is exponential versus linear performance. Do this now, and then I have data like this. So x-axis is the date, y-axis is the units. Title is exponential versus linear performance. Do this quickly. It'll just come.
Sorry.
Yes, done.
Yes.
Okay. Now we can also use latex here for writing mathematical equation. That's also supported over here. Now see this. I want to write the equation in bracket of exponential ax square plus bx plus c. So any mathematical equation can be written by separated by a dollar sign. And same thing here also. Like now let's see this. And now if you look at the plot, it looks like this. A square is scroll can you देखो ax square plus bx plus c versus linear x. So it counts very beautifully. Yes, Pranali, done?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's so far we have seen how to create a scatter plot, we have seen how to create a line plot, right? And how to do all the other manipulations. Now let's start with the next type, that is bar charts. Okay, so now bar charts are simple. plt.figure, x value is range len of linear data, that's my x values, and y values is linear data, and width is equal to 0.3 is the width of each bar. Execute it now and try changing the width and looking again. So this is 0.5.
सो ये विड्थ के बिन विड्थ को रिप्रेजेंट करता है,
नहीं, इसमें बिन नहीं है, इट्स नॉट अ हिस्टोग्राम। इसमें इसकी कोई वो नहीं है, इसका कोई वो नहीं है, सेंस नहीं है, इट्स जस्ट फॉर डिजाइन। वी आर प्लॉटिंग दीज वैल्यूज ओवर हियर एंड द y वैल्यू करस्पॉन्डिंग y वैल्यूज ओवर हियर।
तो इसमें विड्थ का मतलब क्या, मतलब 0.5 दिए 0.7, तो क्या
ये
डिफरेंस?
थिकनेस कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है, सिर्फ लुक्स में डिफरेंस है।
ओके,
इट्स जस्ट अ पॉइंट। सो एक सिंगल लाइन तो खींचोगे नहीं, बहुत खराब दिखेगी वो, राइट? सो वी मेक ए बिगर बार, राइट? सो आइडली बार चार्ट बनाते हैं जब हमारा एक्स में कैटेगोरिकल डेटा होता है, जैसे जेंडर हो गया, मेल फीमेल, या कंट्रीज के नाम हो गए, एंड वाई एक्सिस पे उनकी वैल्यूज होती है। जैसे आपको जीडीपी, कंट्रीज का जीडीपी प्लॉट करना है या पर कैपिटा इनकम प्लॉट करनी है, सो एक्स एक्सिस पे आपके कंट्रीज के नाम हो जाएंगे, यहाँ पे आपके न्यूमेरिक वैल्यू हो जाएगी। ओके,
मंशु थोड़ा कोड दिखाओ ऊपर का।
यस।
Where we have defined this linear data?
वो जो अभी तक चल रहा था सेम ही है, 1 to 9,
Okay.
1 to 8, sorry, like this. X value, Y value, and the width. Then you can also look for different. Okay. X comma height, width is the next one. Okay. Now let's move ahead. Now create a empty list, new x values. And now we are going to plot another set of bars, adjusting the new x values to make up for the first set of the bars plotted. Now I also want to plot the exponential data. Okay, but I will plot by shifting it slightly to 0.3. See this now. So once I do this, I'll get like this.
So one question. This is a vertical bar chart. How you draw the horizontal bar chart?
There's a function called bar h. plt.bar h will do that. Samir, bar horizontal,
Bar horizontal. Okay.
bar h. Okay, we'll see that. I think आगे है, हाँ ये है ना आगे.
Yeah. This one.
Okay, now see this. So now you can see. Let me make it again 0.3 only, so it looks good. So एक single figure आया. Yes, Akshay, getting this? Prabhakar?
Yes.
So now these are my exponential data and these are my linear data sets, right? Okay. Now usually whenever we create bar charts, we usually do it for creating error plots also. Means plus minus how much it can go. Okay. So for that what we are doing is like here we don't have any error as such, so we are creating some random values. Yes, see this. Which can be any value between 0 and 15. So I'm creating it. So what is this? Have you seen this format earlier?
List comprehension.
List comprehension, very good. So it's a randint 0 to 15 for x in range length of linear data.
Anshu?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you guys, I'm not able to hear you. I'm sorry.
No issues. Yeah. So now what I'm creating, so this value will be anything from 0 to 15 randint, right? So ideally we should set a seed also here. Otherwise we'll get different values. Now so plt.bar xval linear data width y error is linear error. Now see this. So again in the same plot, see this now. So the errors are so big now, right? So these are my error plots. Do this now. Yes, done. Now we can create stacked bar charts also. Stacked bar chart means one above the other. See this now. plt.figure. We create a new plot. X values are of course the value of the linear data from 0 to 8. Then plt.bar xval linear data width 0.3 color is blue. So this plots the linear data. Now plt.bar xval same thing, exponential data widths everything is same. Bottom is equal to linear data. So this exponential plot will be shifted up by linear data value. See this now. So now this is sitting on top of the other one. Yes, done, Pranali. So this bottom part is critical. Okay. ये अक्षय हो गया.
One moment, Himanshu. One moment, Himanshu.
Okay, do this quickly.
Yeah, Himanshu, done.
Okay. Now let's move ahead. Now let's rotate them. So again the same thing. This time in place of bar we'll use bar h. So xvel, linear data, height, color. And same way exponential data. This time in place of width we'll give the height because I want to say give this. And in place of bottom we'll give left. So left is linear data and the color is R.
So not able to see your screen.
Yes, Pranali. Pranali,
So I'm not able to see your screen.
बाकी सबको दिख रही है? समीर,
हाँ, दिख रहा है.
प्रणाली आपकी तरफ से नेट चेक करो ना एक बार.
देख रहा है।
मेरा नेट कनेक्शन गया था, फिर मैंने वापस से रिकनेक्ट किया, लेकिन अभी मुझे दिख नहीं रहा है.
रुको मैं बंद करके फिर से चालू कर देता हूँ. आप देखा?
Yes, I got it.
ओके. नाउ लेट्स मूव अहेड. ये हो गया यहाँ तक. समीर, अक्षय.
Yeah.
जस्ट स्क्रॉल अप कीजिए, कोड थोड़ा दिखना है।
श्योर श्योर.
हिमांशु, ये एक्सपोनेंशियल का कहाँ डिक्लेयर किए थे हम?
पहले ही किया था जब लीनियर डेटा बनाए थे उसके साथ ही.
डेटा
ये वाला स्क्वायर वाला जो था, लीनियर डेटा का स्क्वायर. Is that? Yes, here. Should I ping you this?
Yeah.
Done. Okay, now create a. So now we are done with the basics of Matplotlib. Start and open a new file, and we'll do one more exercise in Matplotlib. So let's save this quickly, and I'll do Matplotlib 2 this time. Yes, done. Now in this exercise, we are going to see how to create more than one plots within the same figure, like subplots. Means not within the same figure, but same figure, two different plots, you can say. They can have same or different axes. In the previous one, we used to have same one single axis, right? One x and one y. Now we'll see multiple axes also. Okay. So again, Matplotlib percentage Matplotlib notebook. Import Matplotlib and NumPy. इसको यहाँ से
So
हटा के
ये परसेंटेज मैटप्लॉटलिब नोटबुक क्या है?
ओके इससे ये होता है कि आपका जो प्लॉट है वो जुपिटर नोटबुक में ही पब्लिश हो जाता है, आपको दिखता है उसमें. ओके सो जस्ट लाइक अ रेंडरर ऑफ मैटप्लॉटलिब. इट
So तो
रेंडर्स द इमेज.
वो तो plt डॉट शो फंक्शन से तो आ ही जाता है ना उसमें.
सॉरी नहीं, उससे नहीं होगा. इफ दिस इज नॉट रनिंग plt डॉट शो से प्लॉट होता है बट डिस्प्ले नहीं होगा. मतलब ये इसका मैजिक कमांड है.
Okay.
It won't show anything unless you have run this or inline. एक चीज रन करनी होती है, either notebook or matplotlib inline. Then only you will be able to see it.
Okay. ये plt डॉट शो तभी वो करता है जब ये मैजिक लाइन
हाँ
मैजिक.
तभी आपको वहां पे ग्राफ डिस्प्ले करेगा. ठीक है. So now let's take the help of plt dot subplot. It says return a subplot axis at the given grid position. So we can pass n rows, n columns, index and all. Okay. Now let's see how to use it. Again plt dot figure will create a figure, like a rectangular border. Then plt dot subplot 1 to 1 means one row, two columns, and the first plot means the left one I want to create. So here I have two columns, right? One row, and the first one will be this, second one will be this. So if I have to plot this, I'll pass 1 to 2. So for this it is 1 to 1. Okay. So it says subplot with one row, two columns, and current axis is first subplot axis. Now I'll just generate the linear data and then I can plot it. Do this now. And once I execute it, I will have only a single graph but in the half of the area. Like this. Let me do in a local system also. Let me know once you're done. Yes. Now to create the second plot, I will simply I want to use the exponential data. So use the exponential data first. And then again plt.subplot the position where I want to plot and then the plot itself.
Himanshu, just show the first photo once again.
Sure.
Still I was there.
अभी स्क्रीन दिख रहा है कि नहीं दिख रहा मेरा? नोटबुक दिख रहा है ना? ठीक है।
Yes, done.
ओके, दोनों प्लॉट्स बन गए।
यस।
वेरी गुड।
Sir, in case the exponential data is showing in the same figure, same graph.
आपने plt डॉट सब प्लॉट किया था 1 to 2?
1 to 1.
नहीं, फिर 1 to 2 भी करना पड़ेगा ना। 1 to 1 करोगे तो उसमें दिखा देगा वो।
Okay.
प्रणाली देखो इधर, 1 to 1 मीन्स first one row I have one row, two columns, and the first position will be my first graph, right?
Okay.
Now 1 to 2 means the second one. Do this quickly.
Okay.
But where you have written that 1, 2, 2? You have
Here.
written only 1 to 1.
No, this one. When I'm plotting the exponential one. See this.
Okay.
Let me know once you're done.
How we can redo the changes?
आपको plot फिर से बनाना पड़ेगा. You have to create the plot again because you are using the same plt.figure. So you have to run this code again where you are using plt.figure.
Okay.
Yes, done.
Done.
Okay. Now I want to plot the exponential data on the first subplot axis. So what I will do, I'll mark it 1 to 1, and this time exponential data minus x. See this now. So now I have both the data over here, right? So now this has gone very low. Do this. So now you can see the axis is same for both the cases, right? 1 to 60, 0 to 60, 0 to 60.
Himanshu, in the first plot, no, I'm not getting any points. Only in second plot, I think I'm getting.
Sorry,
In the first plot, I'm not getting any points
which first plot?
in linear data.
You're not getting any plot.
Yeah, I mean,
Bring me the
give me the
code.
line. Yeah, 1 second.
But X क्यों it why?
No, just this X is like this marker. You can use anything. Plus, take whatever you want. वो माइनस ओ होगा, वो सर्कल कुछ नहीं हो, आपने जीरो लिखा है.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now in this case, see. Now in the initial graph, when I was not plotting this exponential, they had a different scale, right? I'll show you again. Look at this carefully. This was my first plot, right? So y-axis is 1 to 8. Now that's the second. Now both are different axes. So I cannot make a comparison between the two because the axis is different. Now one option was to create exponential data again here only. That's how we were doing earlier. But now if I want two different graphs only, what I can do is like I can ask to share the same axis between the two plots. Now see this. Look at line number 5. plt.figure means I am creating a new plot. ax1 is equal to plt.subplot. So I am taking the a axis from here. So now here we don't use GCA, we use plt.subplot for the subplot function. And then this is my linear plot. Now I am creating ax2 is equal to plt.subplot 1 to 2 share y is equal to ax1. So what it will do, it will use the same y-axis as ax1. And then again plt.plot exponential data minus x. See this now. So now with two different graphs, I can have a comparison. I can see, okay, this is growing very slowly, this is growing very fast. Right. Do this yourself. Or I will do it here. Oops. So plt.figure first of all. Then we have x1 is equal to t dot subplot 1 to 1. Then we have plt dot plot linear data, comma this. Okay. Then what we want, ax2 is plt dot subplot 1 to 2. Share y is equal to ax1. Now let's see this. Share y is unknown property. Okay, sorry, I have to pass in here. Yes, let me know once you're done. So now I'll get same axis, same y-axis for both of them. Okay. Yes, done.
थोड़ा कोड दिखाइए बना।
Yes.
ये शेयर हुआ कि क्या है ये शेयर?
y-axis में दोनों की सेम रखना चाह रहा हूँ. Because I want to compare between the two, right? Means you should. I want to show that this grows linearly. This grows very fast. Now if they have different y-axis, ऐसा नहीं दिखेगा आपको. दोनों ही तेज बढ़ते हुए दिखेंगे, right? So that's why I am sharing the y-axis. I can share the x-axis also. Yes, let me know once you're done.
Yeah, I want to done.
It's done.
Now one more thing here. Look at this code. Now there is a shortcut for writing this one-to-one also, which is like taken from Matlab. You can simply pass it like this, one-to-one. So it's always is treated the same way, that one row, two columns, and the first plot. So if you do this, it will give you a true below this. True. So writing it like this or writing it like this is one and the same thing. Just a second. Yes. Okay. Now let's move ahead quickly. Now I want to create a 3x3 grid of subplots. Okay. So for such scenario, we don't use the subplot function, we use the subplots function, which allows you to get both the axis as well as the figure as the, you can say both of them. Now see this. plt.figure fig comma tuple of x1 x2 x3 9 axes, so 3 rows 3 columns, and then plt.subplots 3 3 share x true share y true. So both x and y are shared here. Let me comment it out. See this now. One more thing you can pass. Fixed size is here. Tuple 10, 10. थोड़ा छोटा रहेगा उससे. Okay. So now I've created 9 empty subplots using this, which are the same x-axis and the same y-axis. And now I want to plot the figure. So I'll simply do. So I want to do in the fifth plot. So it's like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like. So I will use the axis of fifth one: axf dot plot, axy dot plot, linear data, comma dash. So I'll get a line like this.
Himanshu, it's Smith here.
Yeah, I just made.
Meanwhile, is it possible to share the code of above so that I can be at the same page?
Sure, I'll just share the notebook with you. You can just clone it.
Okay.
Sorry, not this one. Cancel. Share. Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
And clone, and after cloning, you have to go in this Matplotlib folder, and there will be the codes. Okay.
And the one we are working is 2.
Yeah. Yes, done.
Yes.
Scroll up कीजिए.
Yeah.
Sorry.
थोड़ा scroll up कीजिए. The code is last part.
Okay. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, here.
See this. Yes.
So if you put just hash, it draws a line, huh?
Yes.
Linear data at the AX5 plot, fifth plot. If you use 4 plot, at 4 plot it will draw, right?
Exactly. Yes. So I'm telling that use the axis of fifth plot, and then plot a linear data, and the marker should be dash. So just a plain line. If I pass a circle, it will be a scatter plot. If I pass it like this, it will be a line with circles as your markers.
Okay.
Okay. See this now. Yeah.
If you mark it as linear, it gives linear. If you make it as circle, it gives circle, right? How did you combine that?
A dash and a O.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
A single O will be a scatter plot, not a line.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So I don't know, I just want a line. Okay. Now if you see here, I don't have my X ticks visible of inside plots, right? These plots. The X ticks are not visible. So I want to make them visible. So let's see this now. So it says set inside tick labels to visible.
अभिषेक भैया
एक
अभिषेक भी है कि
अभिषेक अभी
Please mute. See this now. Now I have to get into these labels. Okay. Now here first of all I have to get the figure and then the axis. See this now. So plt.gcf will give me the figure and get axis will give me 9 axis. Okay. And now within this axis I want to for label in x dot get x tick labels plus x ax dot get y tick labels. So in both the things I want to set labels visible set as underscore is visible as true. And after doing so you should get the ticks. If you're not getting, you might have to update the plot once. And then you should see it. So GCF stands for Grid Get Current Figure. Let me check this. ट्राई करने के बाद दिख रहा है कि आपको एक्सेस इधर तो नहीं आ रहा है. Just check if you're getting this or not. Ideally, it should get changed. Let me try here. It's not showing these values. all 0 0 0 0 only. Yes. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Something is wrong. It's taking 0 and 0 comma only. Okay, let's try this now. Now this I have to check. This is not showing. Have you tried? Is it showing for you? Yes, Pranali.
No, sir.
Okay, now let's come to the next topic, histograms. Or let's break for 10 minutes and then we'll start with histograms. Okay. So we'll meet around 5:30 now. 5:30, 5:32.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you are taking break now, right? 5:30.
Yes, I'll come around 5:32.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello. Yes, shall we start?
Yeah.
Okay, see this now. So now we are going to see histograms. Now we are directly seeing subplots and histograms. You can create individual plots also very easily. Simply using plt.hist. Okay, here we are creating 4 subplots simultaneously for histograms. Now let's see how to do this. Okay. So first of all, I need to create a 2x2 grid with the same x-axis, but different y-axis. So fig comma tuple which has 4 2x2 x1 x2 x3 x4 plt dot subplots 2 comma 2, and then I am saving axs x all the multiple x's as a list here. So do these 2 lines. Let me do here. Sorry, fig comma tuple ax3 comma ax4 is equal to plt dot subplots 2 comma 2 comma share x is equal to true. See this now. Okay, and just creating a list of ax1 ax2 ax3 ax4. Okay, now I want to draw 10, 100,000 and 10,000 samples respectively from normal distribution and create those plots. I want 10 normally distributed value for first, 100 for second, 1000 for third, and 10,000 for the fourth one. So what I'm doing now is for range n in range of 0 to length of x, which will be 4. So this loop will go 0, 1, 2, 3. And sample size is 10 to the power this. So start from 10, then 100, then 1000, then 10,000. And then it's simples np.random.normal. Mean should be 0, the scale is 1. And the size is sample size. See this now. For n in range of len of axs. Okay. What is next? We have sample size 10 to the power n plus 1. Then sample is equal to np dot random dot normal 0, 1, sample size. Okay, and then we have the plotting part. Axis subsetted by n dot hist of sample will do the plotting. Okay, and now if I want to do a set title also like this. See this, n is equal to curly braces, and then I will pass the value of n later on in this. Where is that one? Yes. Dot format. What should we write here? Okay, sample size simply. Yes, that's it. And now I'll just execute this. I'll get these plots. So n is equal to bracket means with I think anything which within curly bracket will be taken from this format, and now I'm passing the variable name. So this is like how we pass in print statement also. If you have to print from some variable.
Himanshu, I see we are doing this in Atom. Is it different from doing it in
No,
Jupyter Notebook?
yeah, Atom is a different editor. No, I'm doing just to write the code right now. I'm doing using this. Otherwise, I'm doing this. The code is in Jupyter only. Atom is just a normal editor, so you have to integrate with the Python compiler and add some install some packages. Then only it will work like a Python
Okay.
compiler. So Notebook is anyway better.
Okay, Notebook is better.
Yeah. If you don't want to do all this thing, okay, what I can do is I can simply use plt.hist sample size. What are the values in sample size? Sorry, not sample size, so sorry. The sample. Yes. See this now. So that's how you create a simple plot. So if you want to create 4 plots, we have to do all this looping and all. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. Yes, is it clear? Okay, Prabhakar has dropped off.
So I'm not getting the graphs. Should I restart my kernel because it's showing me the process sign star symbol दिखा रहा है.
हाँ, restart कर दो. फिर packages load कर दो and Matplotlib inline को execute कर लीजिए and then you can start from here.
Okay. Oh. So it is showing me for n equals to 1000 and 10,000, but not for 10 and 100.
ऐसे कैसे? ये चेक करो
पता
रेंज चेक करो आप एक बार. And you pass like this only, right? 10 star star n plus 1.
10 star star n plus 1. एक मिनट इसका स्पेस निकालू क्या?
नहीं, उससे तो नहीं फर्क पड़ेगा.
नहीं. Again, I am getting only for n,000 and 10,000.
I bring you
For
my
10
code.
and
इसको एग्जीक्यूट करके देखिए.
okay. Yeah, got it now. n 10 के लिए स्कैट मतलब हिस्टोग्राम ये नहीं है, नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड नहीं है क्या?
नहीं हो पाएगा ना, सिर्फ 10 वैल्यूज है ना.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
तो 10 में कैसे है? जब ज्यादा करोगे तो अपने आप नॉर्मल हो जाएगा वो.
ओके.
Yes, how about others?
इसमें क्या गलती है?
I am also able to plot.
Okay. Now in this case, I want to repeat the same process, but this time the number of bins is 100. So everything is same, just while passing the haste, pass bins is equal to 100. And now you will get a plot like this.
Okay.
So you can see this now. Yes, done. Jasmeet, Pranali, Akshay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mansha.
Yeah, Himanshu done.
Okay. Just give me a moment now. Okay. Let's do this quickly. We won't spend much time into this. So now do one thing. First of all, create a scatter plot for this 10,000 normally distributed point in X as well as in Y. So Y is normal, X is not normal, X is uniform.
Mhm.
Okay, do this now. So you'll get a
Y
scatter.
is normal, X is not normal.
So you'll get a scatter plot like this only, right? So many values here. Now we'll be using this grid spec function to partition the figure into subplots. Okay. So now from import matplotlib.gridspec as grid spec. Okay, before let me.
So wait a minute.
Sure.
So please call to see the above code.
Just a second. Yes. Plot.figure, y is np.random.normal, and x is this. X is between 0 and 1, y is between -4 to +4.
Where have we specified that Y is between +4 to -4?
Sorry. We have specified the mean as 0 and the standard deviation as 1.
Okay.
So we know that most of the values will be from -3 to +3, only few will be very high, right? Outliers. 1%. So these are those percents. Mostly will be -3 to +3 only. Very less will be beyond them.
So we have not set the seed, so my plot and your plot will differ now.
Yes, but it won't differ much because we have 10,000 points.
Okay, yeah, not that much, but I'm also getting those points, but still I'm not getting the exact figure as you are getting.
That's fine, no issues.
And I'm also not getting +4, but I'm getting -4.
That's
So
okay.
that might also.
That's okay, no issues. Yeah.
Show code.
Yeah. Okay. Now see this. Now let's look at the help of grid spec. See this. Now grid spec is used to break the plot area into into subplots, but not uniform subplots. So we can decide how we want to split them. Read this. It says specify the geometry of the grid that a subplot will be placed. The number of rows and number of columns of the grid needs to be set. Optionally, the subplot layout parameters also needs to be set. They have a left, right, etc. Okay. Now see this now. So now we're going to use grid spec to partition the figure into subplots. So import matplotlib dot grid spec is grid spec first of all. Import matplotlib dot grid spec as grid spec. No module है matplotlib. Oh, the
I think I
spelling is
installed
wrong. No,
it.
the spelling was wrong. Sorry. Yes, see this now.
Was it wrong? Okay.
Yeah. Now plt dot figure will create my figure. Okay. Now look at this. G spec is grid spec 3,3 means 3 rows and 3 columns. Sorry, not this grid spec. Yes. Something is wrong here. Yes. Okay, now it's executed. Now see this. Now I want to create a top histogram. Okay. So gspec 0,1 column means starting from the 0th row but from the first column till end. So now it's 1/3. So it will be. So since I have divided 3 cross 3, so it will be left. 1/3 will be left. 2/3 will be occupied. Okay.
Can you please repeat this one?
Sure. Look at this. So I have divided the grid into 9 bars. No, 3 cross 3, right? 3 rows and 3 columns. Now I can decide where I want to plot.
Okay.
Okay. So everything is same. I create a plt dot subplot. So earlier I used to plot the row names and column numbers, right?
Yes.
In place of that, I'll just simply pass g spec. Okay. But this time 0,1 column. Means I want to start with the first row, but column should start from 1.
Okay. Okay. Till end.
Yes, it will come like so. If right now it won't show you like this. If yeah, अब दिखेगा आपको. अभी भी नहीं दिख रहा. वो आगे का कोड लिखेंगे तो दिख जाएगा. That's hope. Okay. Now create the side histogram. plt dot subplot. Okay. G spec square. I want to start from the first row. Okay, and only the first column. Sorry, 0th column, like this. See this now. So top histogram, side histogram, and now we have lower right. So this takes more area. Lower right is plt dot subplot g spec Now I want which rows starting from first and column also starting from first. See this now. Okay. So now the empty plots are done. Now I need to plot the data as well, right? So now look at this. I'll generate my y and x the same way we generated earlier. So I just copy this. No need to import it again. We've done it so many times. So x and y are done. Now I want a scatter plot here, a histogram here, and a histogram here. Right? So I can use lower right dot scatter, dot scatter, and then pass x comma y. Without है क्या कुछ? So now I okay.
Doubt नहीं, but same result नहीं आ रहा.
नहीं आ
Like
रहा?
I'm getting the same positioning, but all three boxes are blank.
Yeah, it will be blank only. There is no data. You're not plotted any data as of now.
आपने किया plot?
अब किया ना, देखो अभी यहाँ से होगा. देखो पहले तो blank किया रहा था. If I run like this, just me up to lower right, I'll get these three boxes, empty boxes.
ठीक है.
Because we have just defined the where we want to plot, right? So we not pass the data. Now we are going to pass it. So we are using this lower right and then using the scatter on it. Top histogram. So I want to create a histogram here. Hist. But I need to see the data which they are passing here. So I'm creating histogram of x, which is a uniform distribution with a bins of 100. Okay. Now run this completely till here. So I'll get this. I don't want this output. Simply put a semicolon over here. Now I want to use side histogram. Again dot hist. Okay, y comma bins, let's say 100 again. And now let's plot this. See this now. But I want to rotate it now. So for that we have to, orientation should be horizontal. See this now. Okay, so gspec gives you the means allows you to break the graph as per as you want. 2/3, 1/3, 1/4, all that stuff can be done easily. What is this image? Let's leave it. Yeah. Do this now. Now I want to change the limit to x limit to 0 to 1 in the top histogram and the lower right. And side and lower I want to change the y limit from -5 to 5. Just give me a moment, let me upload a video. Yes. So where were we? Now change the limits.
Okay.
Himanshu,
Yeah,
could you just explain in the this above code, in the gspec, how do you define the rows and columns?
sure. See this now. Now if you look at the code, we have divided the grid into 3 by 3. So 3 rows and 3 columns, right?
Correct.
So but now I using grid spec I can use whichever combination I want.
So
Okay.
0 comma 1, first one what it says?
0 comma 1
Zeroth
column
row.
means I want to use the 0th row column starting from first, not from 0. That's why it
Okay,
is shift. So
okay.
now since we have divided 3 by 3, so 1/3 is left. You start from after 1/3
Yeah.
and covers the remaining
Okay.
2/3. If I make head and
Both
sorry,
first and second column you should use.
yeah, it should use first and second column
Zeroth row
exactly.
and first and
Yeah, exactly. Zero row, 0th row, and first and second column, right?
yeah.
Now side histogram. So side histogram is here, right?
Yeah.
So you should start from the first row and only the first
First row.
column. Sorry, 0th
First
column.
row and zeroth column.
So first row and 0th column. And same thing here also.
Right, use first and second row both, no?
Which
Not
one?
only first row.
Exactly. So one
Yeah.
column, one column.
Yeah, even above one also uses both the rows and zeroth column.
One column and 0, yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Got it? Now the basic this area is plotted. Now we have to put the data in, right? So which we are doing here.
Yeah,
Using
that
this.
one I got. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you can skip this part. Do this now. If you want, I can change the limits or leave this also, not required. And if required, you can do it. It's not very difficult. So I've changed the orientation of this graph now and also changed the axis. Okay. Yes. Now let's start with box and whisker plots quickly. So you know what is box and whisker plot, right? Now we are creating a data frame and we'll see how we can use this Matplotlib very easily with data frames also. So import pandas and create a normal sample and a random sample and a gamma sample. So gamma is some other distribution, let's say. The shape will be looking like this. So it's like if you remember, it's like chi-square. Chi-square follows the gamma distribution like this. Okay. Now do this quickly. I'll just be back in a moment. Create this data frame normal, random, and gamma.
Okay.
Hello.
Yep, Himanshu.
Have you created this data frame?
Yes.
So in gamma, you have to pass the degree of freedom along with the size. Okay, if you want, you can look at the describe. Will give you the min, max, and everything. Now see this. So I'm just using this underscore C. If I don't use it, it gives me this output. All this is. So either you can save it somewhere, or you can simply put a semicolon. Also will do. Yes, it's one and the same thing.
How are the two different?
Which one?
अंडरस्कोर सी आपने जो बोला अभी.
नहीं यार, पहले ऐसा था कि मैंने इसको वेरिएबल में सेव कर लिया अंडरस्कोर.
Okay.
So usually what we do for underscore is usually ऐसे यूज किया जाता है कि जिसका आगे यूज नहीं करना किस वेरिएबल का, So we usually save it in underscore. I don't want to use it anywhere, right? It's just for plotting, just so that we don't get to see the garbage over here. Else you can simply pass a semicolon also, it's one and the same thing. You won't see anything as the output. You will simply get the graph. So now see that this is the uniformly distributed data, a normally distributed data. That's why we get a perfect box plot. The median is 0, the mean is 0, and the values are pretty good. Now this is the whisker, which is range over here. Okay, let me give you some other values also here. Plt dot box plot. See this now. So whisker values are we can take a float, sequence, or a string. Default is 1.5 IQR. As a float determines the reach of whiskers to the beyond the first and the third quartiles. In other words, where IQR is Q3 minus Q1, the upper whisker will extend to this. So default is of course 1.5. Similarly, the lower whisker is again give it this only. Okay. Now if I want to force it to the minimum maximum, I can pass it as range. If I pass it as 1.5 or the default value, I'll get some outliers. Let's try this. Yes. If I make it 2, the outliers will decrease. Okay. So now that's how you create a box plot on this. So now you can easily use a series also to plot. I mean you can use a series also in PLT. So you can use list, you can use numpy arrays, or you can use PD series also.
Yeah, Himanshu, थोड़ा ऊपर के कोड दिखाओ please.
Yes, see this.
numpy PD और third कौन सा?
List, numpy array, and panda series.
Yeah, Himanshu, done. Thank you.
Okay. Now we have plotted the box plot. Now I'm going to clear the current figure by plt.clf will clear the current figure, and then I'm plotting all the three together. If I use the whisker as range, I won't see any outliers. Why is it plotting there only? Yeah. So now see this. That's normal, that's uniform, and that's gamma. So gamma is right skewed.
Mm.
हिमांशु इसका कोड दिखाना थोड़ा इस प्लॉट का.
Yes, see this.
Himanshu, what do you declare there? Underscore is equal to plot dot box plot.
No, it's not
What does that do?
required. No, it's not. It's just I'm saving the output in some variable underscore.
Okay, okay.
Just so that I don't get to see any text here, just the plot.
Okay.
If you want, you can skip it also. No issues. Now I want to see the histogram of
I'm
my.
getting blank one.
Sorry,
Not getting box plots.
आपने डेटा पास किया ऐसे?
Blank.
प्रणाली ऐसे ये पीडीसी ये सीरीज पास करी तूने एज अ लिस्ट?
Yeah. Pass की.
नहीं फिर तो आना ही चाहिए.
This इंच भी पास किया है.
मैं आपको कोड भेजता हूँ.
Same.
कोड भेजा ट्राई करो अभी ये.
Okay, one minute. ये स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में रह गया ब्लॉक स्पॉट में.
कौन से?
ये बॉक्स प्लॉट के अंदर का स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट.
ये लिस्ट वाला?
हाँ.
ओके ठीक है.
लेकिन वो इनवैलिड सिंटैक्स बोल रहा है मुझे.
किधर?
उसी लाइन में.
प्रणज, आई एम क्रिएटिंग अ लिस्ट ऑफ दिस 3 सीरीज.
ओके.
तो उसको यहाँ क्लोज भी करना है ना?
हाँ, वो भी इसके बाद क्लोज हुआ मेरा. ठीक है.
ठीक है.
If you give this as 1.5, it gives whisker value for both plots, but not for the middle plot.
Sorry, come again. No, it's not the whisker
No,
value. That's the
just-
outlier.
Yeah, outlier.
So
Range के बदले में if we
हाँ तो यूनिफॉर्म में आउटलायर होगा ही नहीं आपका.
brand.
See this. If my whisker is 1.5, we have outliers here, right? But no outlier here because there are no outliers here. There's nothing beyond 1.5 IQR. It's a uniform distribution, right?
Got it.
Yes, done.
Yeah, done.
So now you know how to create a box plot, histogram, scatter plot, line plot, bar chart, right? ये क्या है? Let me show you this also. Okay, now you can do this insert plots also if you want. ये मैं छोड़ रहा हूँ, इतना ज़्यादा यूजफुल नहीं है. Okay, so I'm just skipping this. As well as if you want, you can just go through this notebook. I'm not teaching heat maps, animations, and all because it's not. It's more like advanced plotting, which we usually don't do. Okay.
Okay.
So if you want, you can just go through this. Now let's save it and let's open one more file quickly. The last one. Matplot3.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's the most common way of plotting. Using data frames directly. No need of using all those PLT dot plot and all. Simply applying on data frames directly. So import pandas, numpy, matplotlib, and then again percentage matplotlib notebook.
Yeah, done eventually.
Okay. Now see this styles. PLT dot style dot available. Okay, मैंने रन नहीं किया उसको. So now there are so many ways we can do the styling of a plot. We can use grayscale. You can use ggplot also. Just hold on. Yes, see this. So now these are various styles that you can do the plotting on. I'm not sure about the. So you can use the plt style dot use and you can use any of the styles whichever you want. Okay. leave this. Yes. Now let's say I want to use seaborn colorblind.
Himanshu,
Go ahead.
the sequence or the values which I'm getting are somehow different from the one which I see in your screen.
These ones.
Yes, the complete list.
Okay, this might depend on the version of Matplotlib.
Okay.
So you're getting some different. What are you getting? Some
Yes,
different.
538 Seaborn.
538 is here also. Yes.
Yeah, the sequence different as well.
Okay.
ggplot. Yeah, I am also seeing.
Okay.
Yeah, only the sequence is different.
Now use this plt.style.use. इसको क्या कर रहे हैं हम? Now do this. इसको भी मत करो, उसका कुछ यूज नहीं है. This is just to tell you what is CumSum. CumSum is cumulative sum. Right? So this is a column-wise cumulative sum. So 1, then 1 plus 2, then 1 plus 2 plus 3, then plus 4, and then plus 5. Same with this also. 6, then 6 plus 7, then 6 plus 7 plus 8, then the 4, and then the 5. Okay.
And it is because we are passing 1 in CumSum that it is column wise.
Exactly. For rows, it
So the
should be
possible
0.
parameters are
0
and
1.
1.
Yeah. Now do this. In line number 57, np.random set a seed first. Create a data frame ABC. Again, here I am creating 3 normal distributions of size 365, one observation per day. And I'm using the cumulative sum because I want to create an increasing trend kind of thing. But I will shift the other one by 20, the one by minus 20. And the index of my data frame is date range starting from 1st of Jan 2017 till 365 days. Okay. And then you can simply look at df.head. You'll get a data frame like this, ABC.
Himanshu,
Mm-hmm.
could you just tell me once again that what CumSum does? Like row wise, what it does? It adds.
Yes. Look at this example. I have 2 rows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Now I want to add these values. Okay, cumulatively means, see, if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 1, then 1 plus 2, then, sorry, 1, then 2 plus 1, then 3 plus 2 plus 1, then 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1, and then 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. To get this,
Okay.
1, 3, 6, 10, and 15.
Okay. Yeah.
And same thing here also. Yes, done. Now let's see how to do the plotting on a data frame. Straight away you can use df.plot, that's it. You will get this beautiful plots directly. Everything is already done. See, this date is formatted, legend is there, ABC is there. So that's the easiest and the most common way of plotting, because we'll be working mostly with data frames only. So you can simply apply plotting on df directly.
Once you थोड़ा scroll up कीजिए कोड दिखना
Yes, see this.
yeah, this one. If you are passing constant, then 0 means it's a column wise, 1 means row wise.
Yeah. No, 0 means row wise, 1 means column wise.
Oh, sorry, okay.
Yeah, let me know once you're done.
Done, sir.
Okay.
Yes, Himanshu.
So now you got this plot?
Just wondering ये +20 -20 का क्या significance है?
हमने से शिफ्ट करा है इसको ताकि दिख जाए अलग से 3 प्लॉट्स, अदरवाइज आपको दिखेंगे नहीं ना, एक के ऊपर एक ही आ जाएंगे ये. So ये आपका A है, ये B है, ये C है. इसको हमने +20 शिफ्ट कर
ओके,
दिया,
स्टार्टिंग
इसको
पॉइंट
-20 शिफ्ट
उनका
कर
चेंज
दिया.
कर दिया.
हाँ,
ठीक है.
नहीं सारे पूरा ग्राफ ही शिफ्ट हुआ -20 से.
ठीक है.
So the shape is same, just they are drifted by 20. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, good. So now other way of plotting is, so here what we got was a line plot, right? Similarly, we can use the type of the plot by simply using kind is equal to. See this. Plot A comma B. Kind is KD. KD is kernel density estimate plot. It's more like your probability distribution function. What is A and what is B here? Okay, A will be here, B is not as. So these are the possibilities of kind. You can use line, bar, bar h, hist, box, KD, kernel density estimation plot, density, area, PLE, sorry, pi plot, scatter plot, and hex bin plots. Do this now. Ideally, this is B. This should be A.
Himanshu,
Yep.
could you just tell me what's wrong in that code? I mean, I'm not getting the plot.
Let me check. No, there is no code of plotting here. Just the code of creating the data frame.
Yeah. Here also it's showing error.
What is the error?
कुछ इंडेक्स में इनवैलिड सिंटैक्स दिखा रहा है.
PD डॉट नहीं ऐसे होगा देखो. Just a second. PD डॉट डेट अंडरस्कोर रेंज आपने 2 बार लिख दिया डेट.
फिर भी आ रहा है पता नहीं.
सॉरी.
डेट निकाल के बाद भी आ रहा है.
अब क्या error आ रहा है?
वही उधर इंडेक्स.
नहीं आना तो नहीं चाहिए. periods 365 मैं आपको पिंग करता हूँ यार. Yes. यस हुआ.
Yeah, Himanshu. Done.
चलो जल्दी करते हैं, थोड़ा इसको खत्म करना है आज अपने को, है ना? So we can start with machine learning fresh tomorrow. Yes. So now you can plot any of the shapes like this. So you can create these kind of plots on your pandas data frame. Let's do this quickly now. Create a scatter plot for columns A and C with changing color C and size S based on column number B. Do this now.
Hello, sir. Will you please repeat whatever we have studied now because I have got lost my connection.
नहीं कुछ नहीं किया प्रणाली, बस ये स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं प्लॉटिंग, स्कैटर प्लॉट बना रहे हैं एक डीएफ डेटा फ्रेम पे. Okay, df dot plot dot scatter, then a comma c, so one will be x will be a, y will be c, coloring I want by b, and the size also I want to vary by b.
Okay.
Okay, and the color map is where it is. So this is some kind of color map. If you use grayscale, we'll get a grayscale graph.
Okay.
Yes, do this now. So you can get these beautiful plots from Matplotlib very easily.
Okay. We have used something like in R also, no, to plot some this type of colorful. That I'm not remembering it.
उसमें ऐसे ही होता था, you have to just simply pass color is equal to, in color में आप कोई थर्ड वेरिएबल पास कर सकते हो. प्लॉट एक्स वाई एंड कलर इज बाय जेड, तभी प्लॉट हो जाएगा आपका ये.
What is the color map? Yeah, where it is, what does it mean?
Color map means here we have a combination of yellow, green, blue, right?
Yes.
That's known as a color map. Means what kind of color combination you want to use. There are some
So
certain
your first
standards
step.
created which look good.
Okay.
So the one is where it is here. Okay. If you want to look at more, just simply search color map. Matplotlib. And then this is where it is. This is plasma, inferno, magma. Then you can use grays, purple, all this are also possible. ठीक है?
Yeah.
Yep. डन. चलो ये देखते हैं, ये प्लॉट हो गया सबका.
Yes, Himanshu.
Now you can do it like this also. Same thing, ax is equal to this, ax dot set aspect equal. You can also look at the help of it. See this now. Auto equal num. Automatic means fill position rectangle with data, same scaling from data to plot units for x and y. Where is equal? Expect is equal to 1 is same as expect equal to equal. For a circle will be stretched such that the height is num times the width. Expect is equal to 1 is same as equals. Equal means x and y have same scale. So we are fixing the expect ratio here. See this now. Yes, चीजें बहुत, it's not very much common, so you don't need to worry about all these things so much. कर लो एक बार ताकि आपको पता रहे बस. अक्षय डन. समीर प्रभाकर.
By setting it equal, I'm not getting the plot. Should I plot it explicitly?
Why are you not getting the plot?
Earlier I got the scatter plot, but after ax dot set aspect equal, I'm not getting anything.
It's coming.
एक से आप कह रहे हो कि करने के बाद प्लॉट नहीं आ रहा आपका? नहीं, प्लॉट तो आना चाहिए क्योंकि प्लॉट तो हो रहा है यहाँ पे.
नहीं, पहले आ रहा था,
अब नहीं आ रहा है.
अभी हाँ मतलब एस्पेक्ट करने के पहले आ रहा है,
हाँ.
एस्पेक्ट के बाद अपने आप नहीं आ रहा है. फिर शुड आई मतलब एक्सप्लिसिटली प्लॉट करना पड़ेगा क्या?
इसको आपने अलग सेल में रन किया है क्या?
हाँ, अलग सेल पे रन किया.
नहीं, फिर वो वाला अपडेट हो गया होगा ना, पहले वाला ही.
ओके,
हुआ है.
नहीं,
नहीं हुआ.
नहीं चेंज नहीं हो रहा है वो कुछ भी. मतलब पहले वाला अगर ऐसे देखा जाए तो फिर वो चेंज होना चाहिए था ना थोड़ा तो.
एग्जैक्टली क्योंकि प्लॉट आपका भी बना हुआ है एंड उसका एक्स का चेंज कर रहे हो आप, तो प्लॉट चेंज होना चाहिए आपका. लेट मी सी दिस. ये आपका प्लॉट आया, आप कह रहे हो आप इसको कमेंट कर देता हूँ, इसको अनकमेंट करता हूँ. अच्छा, प्लॉट नहीं हो रहा है वो.
देखिए, हाँ.
अच्छा, प्लॉट डॉट फिगर ने, हाँ प्लॉट करना पड़ेगा इसको आपको.
हाँ, तो एक्सप्लिसिटली फिर ax डॉट प्लॉट क्या?
नहीं, एक्स डॉट प्लॉट से नहीं होगा, सिर्फ एक रन कर दो.
सिर्फ ax रन करूँ?
आया क्या?
नहीं, आउटपुट तो दिया बट रन नहीं हो. ऊपर ही करेगा क्या वो, उसी के ऊपर
एक
रिराइट?
सेकेंड, जैसे आपने ये किया, इसको अगर मैं कमेंट कर देता हूँ, मेरा एक्स फिक्स कर दिया मैंने. and then I want to
ऐसे आ रहा है।
इसमें कुछ प्लॉट करके होता है क्या अलग से? नहीं इसमें नहीं आ रहा वो, ऐसे क्यों नहीं आ रहा? एम्प्टी लिस्ट ही आ रही है वो तो। और कुछ है क्या फंक्शन देखना इसमें? एक्स में क्या है?
एक्स पे डॉट पे क्या?
हाँ कुछ प्लॉटिंग का है क्या कुछ? पैचेस पी कलर पिक। एक्स में आपका फिगर सेव्ड है।
ड्रॉ एक्स डॉट ड्रॉ करना है।
नहीं उससे नहीं होगा। एक्स में आपका ये सब चीजें हैं। स्पाइन तो ये हो गया, ये एक्स फाई हो गया है।
ये इमेज में स्टोर हुआ है क्या? एक्स के अंदर जो ग्राफ स्टोर हुआ वो हमारा एज इमेज स्टोर हुआ?
नहीं 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 इसमें प्लॉट तो है, इसमें तो डिस्प्ले क्यों नहीं हो रहा है वो?
डॉट के आगे डॉट लगा के और देखें क्या कुछ है क्या?
क्योंकि चिल्ड्रन में देखोगे तो ये सब है उसके चिल्ड्रन में। पाथ कलेक्शंस है और वाई एक्सेस सब है, तो कुछ ना कुछ तो प्लॉट होना ही चाहिए उसमें। एंड व्हेन आई एम यूजिंग दिस, इफ एक्स इज प्लॉटिंग राइट, तो हम जब df डॉट प्लॉट डॉट स्कैटर करते तो एक्स ही प्लॉट हो रहा है वो। ये आपने प्लॉट कर दिया इसको, एंड नाउ इफ आई डू दिस, होता है प्रणाली वही चेंज हो गया है।
हो रहा है?
हाँ हाँ
मेरा नहीं हो
देखो,
रहा।
ये मैंने प्लॉट किया, ये बड़ा आया।
ठीक। हाँ
ठीक है, नेक्स्ट सेल में मैंने ये कर दिया, ये देखिए
ठीक।
है ना?
देखती हूँ।
ट्राई करके देखिए एक बार आप।
नहीं नहीं
नहीं हो
यहाँ
रहा
पे
है?
नहीं हो रहा है। नहीं वो चेंज नहीं हो रहा है, कोई फिगर चेंज नहीं हो रही है।
कहीं इनिशियल स्टेटमेंट कोई मिस ना हो गया।
आपने मैटप्लॉटलिब इनलाइन वो सब तो यूज किया है ना, ये नोटबुक एंड ऑल?
हाँ हाँ सब किया।
इनलाइन यूज किया, नोटबुक यूज किया है?
हाँ नोटबुक ही है।
नोटबुक किया ना?
हाँ नोटबुक है। हाँ,
नहीं
इनमें
फिर
डिफरेंस क्या रहता है?
नोटबुक इंटरेक्टिव, इनलाइन इंटरेक्टिव नहीं है।
ओके।
बाकी के सबका आ रहा है चेंजेस?
यस।
प्रणय वो करना रीस्टार्ट करके देख लो।
देखती हूँ ठीक है।
ओके चलिए फटाफट देख लेते हैं। नाउ यू कैन डू बॉक्स प्लॉट वेरी इजीली, df डॉट बॉक्स प्लॉट। will it take fixed size? छोटा हुआ क्या है? नहीं हुआ ना? Now simply df.plot.hist also you can plot, and you'll get like this. करो इसको df dot. Now you should have realized one thing, that now the color combination are much better because we are using this. We have changed. You can say we have changed the skin. We are using seaborn colorblind.
Okay.
Okay. Now अगर आपको
And is
R
it
जैसे ग्राफ चाहिए तो GG प्लॉट डाल दो वहाँ पे, तो R जैसे दिखेंगे.
और कोई बाय डिफॉल्ट भी होता है?
बाय डिफॉल्ट होता है, उसका नाम याद नहीं है मेरे को, बट समथिंग ओवर हियर. आई थिंक ये तो क्लासिक टेस्ट है.
Seaborn, these are all modules, or these are all packages in it?
No, these are just the skin. They are just styles हैं बस.
Because there are so many job description come there, they mention Seaborn.
No, that Seaborn is different. That Seaborn is a, like we have pie plot now, that we have Seaborn also. That's a scripting layer. That's a different scripting layer as compared to pie plot. So don't use pie plot, we use Seaborn.
That is used for the visualization also.
Yeah, that's same thing. We are plotting by using PLT, right? Pie plot. So you can use Seaborn there. Okay. No, box plot is done. Histogram is also done. Alpha is for transparency. Then we can have the distribution plots also, KD. So you can see this is like KD is like just making those histograms continuous. So here we have the highest frequency of the value for this C. For A, the maximum frequency is close to 0 in this area, and B is multimodal, 2 modes over here. Sorry. So finish till this box plot is done, histogram is done. Finish this, finish till KD. Then we'll look at one data set. Let me know once you're done till KD.
Yeah, Himanshu, done.
Okay.
Could you just show that alpha thing, syntax of alpha?
Simply pass alpha is equal to 0.7, that's it.
Okay.
Done, Himanshu. I think we can proceed, I guess.
Okay. Now let's. This will not work here. Just a second. I'm just looking for the iris dataset somewhere. It actually is. We are also using a CSV. Okay, run this code. This will create a data frame of iris. So sklearn has scikit-learn has datasets, import load iris. So now I'm loading here and then I'm creating into a data frame like this. Yeah, that's it. So now the data frame is easily created. So I just change the name of df to iris. That's it. Change the name of df to iris and then we have the data ready. Now we are going to use this pandas.tools.plotting. So pd.tools.plotting scatter underscore matrix iris. So it's like a this plot. Pairwise plotting is done of all the variables. ये देखा ये कैसे बनाया हमने? So this can be good for year EDA. So now you can see which variables are correlated with each other. So petal length and petal width are correlated, but there is a gap in between here. Same thing here also you can see. There's some clusters here also.
Would you be able to quickly brief how we arrived at this?
Okay. First of all, I created a data frame called iris.
Okay.
Which is a very famous data set, right? We have these four columns.
It is inbuilt only.
It's inbuilt only, right? So we have four columns: sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I want to do pairwise plotting. Means sepal length versus sepal width, sepal length versus petal length, sepal length versus petal width, and all
Okay.
two pairwise combinations. So now we created a matrix. So since we have how many columns here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we created a 4x4 matrix.
Okay.
And let me try to make it look better. Provided if this works, figures fix size is equal to 50, 15, and this.
Size.
Oops. size. No, it's not bigger, right? I think this doesn't work with notebook. It works with inline only. Here you have all these things to zoom and all. Anyways, leave it. Yeah. So here we have 4 cross
But
4.
okay.
Where we have
Inline is
this
interactive or inline is
inline is
non-interactive?
non-interactive. Hold on.
Okay.
Percentage matplotlib inline.
Non-interactive means it won't take anything, the inputs.
We are just
Something like that.
hitting
Just
time.
like this. See this. There's no dragging on anything. So
Acha.
now you can change the size of it. Let's make it 20, 20. Yeah. Has the size increased or not?
स्क्रीनशॉट लेके देखते हैं फिर शायद पता लगे.
Maybe
Yeah,
something will be here. Something. Okay, leave it. It's here. वहाँ से नहीं होगा, यहाँ से हो जाएगा वो. उसको मैं कमेंट कर देता हूँ. इसमें भी है वो. ओ, काफी बड़ा हो गया वो. Yeah. That's 10, 10. Okay, now it's very clear. So now this is, so wherever you see histogram means it's all of same variable. So diagonals are histogram because on the x and y we both have the same variable, so it creates an histogram, single variable. Rest all are scatter plots. Right. So now if you see here, this one is between petal width and sepal length. This is petal width and sepal width. Right. Petal length versus petal width. You can see a linear relationship very clearly.
Yes.
Right. So that's for creating such kind of plot, matrix plots, using pandas tools.plotting.
Himanshu?
Yep.
Yeah. So what would be that interactive and all? Interactive in the sense it takes the input and all.
No, yes, it's not that interactive. It's like it will show, if you hover the mouse, it will show you the coordinates are changing. You can zoom it. You can what do you say? Zoom out, zoom in. You can do.
Notebook
Okay.
in the sense it doesn't happen.
Come again?
Notebook, if you use other thing, it won't happen, right?
Yeah, it won't happen. Yes, exactly.
And I'm not able to mute and unmute through this. I don't know. Every time I have to reload.
Come again? What?
Could be due to the internet connection.
Internet
Go to
connection.
meeting.
हाँ, इधर mute और unmute करना नहीं हो रहा. मतलब every time I have to reload it or rejoin.
So you're not using the app. Use the app.
No. अच्छा.
App means it's the software. Yes. इसको छोड़ दो. इसका I'm not sure कि क्या कर रहा है ये. Okay. सीबॉन देखने के फटाफट.
Yeah.
सीबॉन बहुत हो जाएगा यार. चलो देखते हैं सीबॉन. So NumPy as NP, Pandas, Matplotlib as PLT, Seaborn as SNS. So this is my Seaborn package. It's already loaded here in Azure. In most cases it might not be loaded, so you need to install it. Now I am creating this two V1 and V2 series. And then I am plotting it simply. इसमें ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं कर, इसमें मैं ये दिखा रहा हूँ आपको कि even if I load C1, if I don't do anything, yes, cover is not loading.
What is this C1? What it does?
C1 is like your pie plot. It's a scripting layer.
Okay, okay,
So you C1 has his own function for plotting and all.
okay.
This is
What
pretty
will be
much
the difference
it's a
between this and
popular
that?
library, yes.
Okay. Is there any difference between this and that plot? PyPlot?
Yes, the syntax will be different, the feature will be different. I'm not getting a plot here, not sure why. दो प्लॉट्स क्यों आ रहे हैं इसमें plt डॉट फिगर हेस्ट नहीं यार so here we're using sns.kd plot. Will this work? Just check this. Why not? I'm not sure why it's not creating this plot. It's not throwing any error on C1 also. Just check this. Write these codes quickly.
Okay.
Let me ping you this if you want. So that's my V1 and V2 are two panda series, and that's the code for the plotting. That's a normal plot without C1.
You're not seeing this one, the one below this?
No, this was also
KD.
not. It was not available earlier, and now his KD is also not
Yes.
available. I think SNS is not working well. That's a different error over here. Okay, from tomorrow we'll be having 3 hours classes only, 3:30 to 6:30.
Okay, Manju.
Jasmeet, you still in India?
No, I came yesterday only.
Okay.
कोई बात नहीं, I'll try to manage.
ठीक है.
Himanshu, tomorrow machine learning, linear
Yeah.
regression.
Tomorrow linear regression, so please revise. Let me install this first. I don't think C1 is working correctly. It's taking a lot of time. Shit. इसमें कुछ कुछ अच्छे प्लॉट्स हैं, वो देख लीजिएगा. इसका मैं कोड दे देता हूँ. आई थिंक इसमें टाइम लग रहा है. Okay, let's leave it. So you just, if you want, you can just run the code. It's not very, means one scripting layer is enough, so not required. You need to know two. Okay, just install Cbon and then you can run this. Okay. So we'll stop here today. This is, I'll share this Matplotlib notebooks, and there's one very good assignment of Matplotlib that we'll share on Moodle. So you have to solve. There's a plot that you have to create. Okay. So do that, and I will share the pandas notebooks also, as well as assignments also on Moodle. Most probably by Monday.
Himanshu, I think I need to get added to this group or the updated group on Moodle. I'm there on Moodle, but what I get is only the notifications of jobs.
Okay, you don't get the Python. Okay, I'll ask Venu to. Okay, I'll do that. Let me just ask her to enroll you on this.
Yeah. So any data I'm not having. I'm just having the notifications for jobs.
You want to tomorrow also it's at 3:30 only?
Yeah. Is it fine?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Let's close it now. See you tomorrow. We'll start with machine learning.
Sure, Himanshu. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.